Hello everyone, this is Scott. I want to show you some amazing photographs of the opposite side of the moon with incredible white fungus structures. Hello everyone, this is Scott of ET Database. Please like and subscribe this video right now. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. It really helps me out. These photographs are from the Lunar Orbiter Photographic Atlas. In the back of that book, very last page, is a disc. You put the disc in your computer. Do not open the disc and play it. You want to actually open the files on the disc. And inside the files, you'll find these hidden things that are not played on the disc itself. Pretty amazing. And these are the photographs I'm about to show you now. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you. What we're looking at here, guys, is the full photograph of one of the photos. There's actually quite a few photos, I believe 8 or more, that show these fungus-like white structures on the dark side of the moon, which of course is not really a dark side of the moon. That's a sort of a myth. There's actually a little bit of light over there, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of light. And this is 100%. Now, what's really interesting about these structures here is that they're throwing shadows. Okay, if they were not structures and they were this tall, they would not be throwing shadows. And I'm going to show you that in just a second and enlarge those to make them bigger for you. But look at that, they're all along this darker edge over here. I'm not sure why the edge is so dark. I'm kind of wondering if NASA made that darker on purpose. Okay, let's try to make these larger, and you can kind of see these shadows going across. Now let's add some brightness to it. Wow, look at those shadows. They're throwing shadows both directions. That is incredible. Mostly this direction, but you see this taller one over here is throwing a little bit over here too. Look at that, guys. They're throwing shadows. Now, if these structures were not real, why are they throwing shadows? A lot of people say those structures are artifacts from the photographic process. Honestly, these are original photos from the dark side of the moon. Whoa, look at this. It's been blacked out up here. Why has it been blacked out up here? Why did they not black this out, but they blacked this out? Look at all that gray up here. Do you see that? That's done with Photoshop. That's like paint, spray paint or something. It's really strange. Spray paint function, not actual spray paint. So look at that. Look at that. Let's add a little bit more light to that. You can see those shadows, guys. You can see those shadows. And look at the lines coming off those things. The shadows are really obvious, but let's get rid of that. Undo that. I want to go the opposite direction a little bit. I want to go the direction to show you that these are, by showing you a little bit darker. I want to make these a little bit darker so you can see some of the 3D-ness of these structures. Look at that. Can you see that? You can see a little bit more 3D-ness there. A little bit rounder shape. Now I can't make it too big because it just totally loses focus. But guys, you can tell this is on the surface. It's actually not really on the surface. It's actually above. These structures are above the surface and contoured to around the surface. Now I have close-ups of these, so hold on. I got close-ups of these. And so even though you think, oh Scott, the resolution is not so good, well, that's true, and I'm going to show you close-ups. This is the medium version file, but there's also some close-ups in the medium version file. Look at the pipes going down here. You see the pipes? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's cancel that. Let's go to the next one, which is also similar. Okay, this one is a little bit different shape, but pretty awesome. Okay, this one has more Photoshop up here, and if I add light to it, you'll see that they black things out up here. I mean, does that mean this moon was actual model, or why did they do that? I don't know. Maybe they thought they were helping. Yeah, they helped. Not. Okay, look at this. Look at the shadows falling from these things. You see the lines, the shadows hitting? That's absolutely incredible. I mean, they go way back to here. Now, if these were just Like I said, photographic anomalies, glitches while making the photos itself, then these would not be throwing shadows. So let's cancel that and go opposite direction a little bit. Let's see if I can add some deepen it. No, you can't really deepen it there. Let's cancel that. Let's go to dehaze, and you see more of a 3D shape to that. Ooh, something over there too. Here and here. Yeah, but that's not really what I want to show you. I want to show you this. Now, the 3D-ness you can see by adding little shadows and looking at the shadows on the ground as well at the same time. Now, it's changing back and forth because I want to see you to see the original and the altered. Okay, original and altered. And with the altered, you kind of see that the shadows are really falling into a more rounded shape. It's kind of awesome, isn't it? And look at this. This one's like a arrow shape or something. Okay, let me show you the close-up of this. Here's a close-up of one of them. And let's get closer to these. The funny thing is, some of these are coming off of mountains and stuff, so you can see them really well. It's just incredible. Okay, look at that. They look like fingerprints, some kind of white fungus. That's about as big as I can get it without losing too much. Add a little shadow. You can see the roundedness with the shadow. Don't leave yet. I know you think this is a glitch. It's not a glitch. I just didn't pick up the right photograph and drop it in. I wanted to show you the one with the mountains and everything, and suddenly it turns from a mountain into these fungus things. It's really awesome. This one isn't it. Is this one it? No. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, Scott. Find it. Okay. Nope. Different one. Like I said, there's a lot of... Oh, yeah. I found it. Okay, here we are. Now, they look like glitches, but they're not. Now, look at this mountain over here. Now, as you look at the mountain, you can see that there is all kinds of cool stuff happening. And I'm going to add a little darkness to this one because it really needs it. And you can see the 3D-ness. Look at this large structure here. It looks like just a mountain. If you're just looking at this part only, you say it's a mountain. But look what it turns into, guys. Look what it turns into. Okay. Now that's what I wanted to show you. And look how it hits the edge of this crater and it stops. It stops. If this was a glitch in the photographic process when they're developing the film, this would not have stopped. It would have continued over here, but it doesn't do that. The funny thing is, look over here. Little tiny mini crater, it continues right through the middle of it, ignores this side, but goes on this side. And it bends to the contours of the crater itself. Now let's look over here at this mountain. Is that incredible? Look at that. I mean, that is 100% proof that these are not glitches in photographic process. I mean, that is just absolutely incredible. And there, if this isn't, then neither is this. And I remember seeing some of these in the books, and people always tell me, Scott, those are glitches in the photographic process. No, they're not, because if you notice, every single one in the photos are different than the other. Different sizes. Some of them bend to the contours of the land, and some of them don't. So these are actual structures on the dark side of the moon. Actual structures on the dark side of the moon. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let me show you another one. Remember, these are in the disc in the book that I showed you. You just get the book. You can buy it used, I'm sure, on eBay for about 14 or 20 bucks. Or you can check it out from the library. Don't steal the disc, though. Other people's going to need it. Just borrow it and pick up and drop the files onto your computer. You actually don't need to play the disc. I did not. I just picked up and dropped the files onto my computer because I have a Mac. The disc only plays on Windows, so you could still open the disc to see what the contents are. Look at that right here. It's almost rounded of sorts. Okay, let's add a little darkness to this. A little bit too big there. Okay, cancel that. Is that incredible? Look at that. They're built into the shape of the mountain. Look at this, going around this area, almost like this is part of the crater or something, and they go around it, not to mention this long single structure. Look at that. They're like a hive. It's like a hive mentality. I mean, like I said before, alien structures are not always built by robots or drones. A lot of them are grown because growing is faster, and they use biomechanics to grow them. Why not just have some drones plant your structures where you want them and have them grown, or plant your ships and have them grown, and then you come back in 40, 50, 60 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, and they're still there. You say 1,000 years, Scott? Come on, man, they don't live like us. We only have like 70, 80 years if we're lucky. These things over here, man, aliens, the tall whites are said to live for 800 years or 700 years is what Charles said on Charles Fox? No, what's his name? I forgot his last name. And he worked with the tall whites over behind Nellis Air Force Base. There's a small allotted land given to the tall whites in exchange for some technology, but they are not very tolerant, and they only worked with a non-soldier, which was guy Charles something. Man, I forgot. What's his name? Look at that. Look at these structures built. It's just absolutely incredible, guys. You can see the contours. What if I try to sharpen it? Cannot sharpen it too much. It doesn't really make a difference, does it? It actually seems to go over the contours of the crater itself. Pretty awesome. Let's look at the next one. Okay, you can find these in your local library. Remember, there's a lot of things in those library books that people have forgotten, people discard because they think, oh, the 1960s and 70s books are garbage. What could possibly be in there that can teach us anything? They're not garbage. You can't imagine the things you'll find in the old 1950s and 60s magazines, UFO magazines and stuff. They have photographs of sightings long forgotten that don't even exist on the internet. So go to those places and make some awesome videos. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that the most beautiful structure? Look at that. That's incredible, guys. How big can I make you without distorting you? Almost looks like there's an Arabic sword. I can't say that. Do you see the Arabic sword right here with the curved blade handle right there? Wow. And I bet a lot of these shapes are in an alien language. So what we're looking at here is probably a word written along this line right here. I believe a lot of things like the Amazon River, I believe the waviness of it, that they call it the Snake River, the waviness of the Amazon, I believe is actually an alien language which seems to match the shapes of these fungus. Look at that. Look at that one right here. So cool. Okay, let's make this a little darker. See how dark I can make it. Well, that's pretty awesome. Really stands out nicely, doesn't it? Now you might have to make this video full screen and put it in HD. I am making this in HD for you, so I don't know. You might want to check out the book for yourself and make your own videos and put it on YouTube. There are some incredible things, and of course you've seen some of these structures before because I found these about 10 years ago. And a lot of my friends on YouTube have borrowed them since then, and I don't think I made a video about it, but I really wanted to do it today because, damn, you know, it's just so awesome. It's just so awesome. Look at this one. This is like an arrow of some sort right there. And it goes over this crater area. I'm going to make this a little darker so we can see it. Sorry, I apologize. I know some of you hate that. But it's necessary so we can see the details on the structure themselves. Can't see a lot of detail there. We're looking at the bottom area of this little city. And now the top, which is in the shape of an arrow or a star. I guess there's some kind of symbolism there, isn't there? I don't know. Okay, now if I keep the darkness, you can see a little bit more difference in the, let's see, can I make it deepen? Cannot deepen it. Let's darken it again to see the difference in the contours of the structures themselves. Can you see that? You must be able to see how some pieces are darker than others, how the shape changes. Can I make it larger? That's as big as I can make it, guys. What if I sharpen it a little bit? I don't know if sharpening helps. It does. Look at that, guys. Is that incredible? Okay, guys, this is Scott of ET Database and UFO Sightings Daily. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll make more videos for you very soon. Stay cool, and check out your local library for those ancient books from long ago. Thank you very much.